Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's going to be the red R towards the bottom right. Give us a thumbs up, leave us some comments. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do a gang sheet on a Ri4000 doing DTF. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get a little bit of alcohol. I'm going to go ahead and spray a little bit on there on my table. I'm going to get my film, making sure the matted side is up, shiny part is down. I'm going to place that on my table here. I'm going to go to my screen. I'm going to do the auto height. So I'm going to set this to a medium plan. That's what I'm using today. And then once that's in there, we're going to go over to my computer. We're going to go to Photoshop. And I'm going to show you guys how to make a gang sheet on Photoshop. So let's go over to the computer, guys. Alright guys, now that we have our film set on our printer, we're going to come over to the computer. We're going to open up Photoshop. And we're going to create a new layer or a new printing area. Now our printing area is going to be 12 inches by 16 inches, 300 dpi. If your film is smaller, you guys can always change it here to make it a smaller film or a bigger film if you have a bigger film. Once you got that set, we're going to press create. And that's going to create our new printing area, which is right here. Now we're going to bring an image in. So I'm going to go to Files, Open. I'm going to go to my downloads and I'm going to get the Ricoh logo. Okay, so here's my logo right here. It's a little big, so if you grab the tab up here, we can actually bring this down. Then we use the cursor here to the top left. We're going to drag our image into our new canvas or printing area. I'm going to go ahead and close this one down. Now it's a little big, so I want to get some more logos in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab the corner here and just make it a little bit smaller. Now to make more copies of this, on my keyboard, I'm going to press Shift and Alt. I'm going to grab that image and I'm going to drag it over. Now when you do that, make sure you have your cursor here selected. So Shift, Alt, and we're just going to grab that over. And then again, Shift, Alt. I bring that one. Again, Shift plus Alt. I'm going to keep doing this, guys, until we get this whole sheet filled in with as many of the logos as possible. Now if you make a mistake like this, guys, to go back, press Control and then Z, and that's how you go back. Again, Shift, Alt. Okay, so I got my gang sheet here already made up. I'm going to go ahead, I have multiple layers, so I'm going to make this all into one layer. To that, I'm going to go to Layers, and I'm going to select Merge Visible. So that just makes it one layer. Now I can go ahead and save my file, so Save As, and then as a PNG, I'm going to call this Ricoh logo, R-I-C-O-H, logo. I already have one the same name, so I'm just going to replace that one. All right, once it's saved, I'm just going to go ahead and close Photoshop or minimize it, either one. I'm going to open up Color Gates. I'm going to go to my hot folders, and I'm going to select my DTF folder. I'm going to select my file here and bring it in. Now, in case you guys don't have a hot folder for DTF, you guys can contact Ricoh Tech Support. They can help you create one, just to give you guys a brief idea of what my settings are. If you go in here, we're going to go to my printer. I'm using a medium plan. For the job, I'm making sure that my image is mirrored. For the color, I'm doing black cotton. I'm doing 200 by 1216 pass for my advanced settings here. And my color correction, I have my black curve set to 60. My white one is set to 70. And the rest of the colors are set to 100. Brightness, contrast is 0. Gamma is going to be 1, the standard. I'm going to go to my RIP tab, make sure my Use Document Transparency is selected. And then let's go ahead and send this over to the printer. All right, guys, let's go to the printer and print this out. All right, guys, so you can see there, our image is about to come out. Just give you guys a quick note here. I am going to add the CSCX files that I used for this graphic on the description below. So guys, make sure you guys check that out. Download that CSCX file so you guys can run some DTF prints. Once it's done printing, we're gonna take it over to our powdering area, which is right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this out of the printer. Bring it to our powdering area. I'm gonna add quite a bit of powder because it is part of the graphic here. I'm just gonna go ahead and shift the powder back and forth a couple of times. Make sure I get powder all over. Make sure you get a nice coating of powder. Make sure that ink absorbs it. Okay, after that I'm going to go ahead and just flick it a little bit, so I'm going to get rid of some of that powder. And I'm going to bring this over to my heat press. Alright, so on my heat press, I'm going to do 2 minutes at, let me see what my temperature is. Give me 1 second here. So I'm doing 2 minutes at 400 degrees. I'm just going to let it hover. So there you go. So if you can see here, my heat press is not all the way down. I got about 1.5 inch clearance. Okay, so you guys make sure that you at least in clearance. You don't want to press it down all the way because you'll get some of that powder into your heat press elements, and it's kind of hard to take off. Okay, just gonna let that cure for a little bit.